Today on Ian vs. Daddybones, I'm celebrating my 44th birthday and playing with some fucking toys.
Oh boy, kids, we're gonna have fun today.
Yay! Hey! Alright!
How is everyone doing tonight?
Welcome back. It is an impromptu special episode of Ian vs. Daddybones. It is my 44th birthday, and today I'm hanging out with y'all, and I'm gonna open up some fucking toys. As you can see, I sent out the texts, I sent out the invites, I told everybody to squat up, and the fucking gang's all here. Gang, gang, fam. And today, I'm gonna be giving these motherfuckers a home. I am building the WWE Superstar Ring that is dated 2021. So it is one of the most recent versions of WWE Superstar Ring for the Elite and the Ultimate Edition figures, which, as you can see here, are officially on scale with the Masters of the Universe, Masterverse figures. A lot of them use the same shared parts, and I've been saying this across many episodes of Ian vs. Daddybones. Plus, I got a delivery yesterday. I got 3 of these motherfuckers in the mail. So today, I am going to be opening up Wun-Dar, aka the urban legendary Wonder Bread He-Man. I'm going to be opening him up later. I'm going to be opening this right now, and it's going to be absolutely fucking fresh. So, if you're watching this on Facebook and you said happy birthday throughout the day, thank you very much. I got all of your messages. I tried to do the, not the like, not the heart react. I tried to do the face hugging the heart, you know what I mean? And I really appreciate all the birthday messages. I've had some people hit up the Cash App and throw me some loot today, and I really appreciate that. And all birthday money that I receive on the Cash App, as well as Patreon money, I am all the Patreon payouts I'm letting stock up because I got some pre-orders about to drop. We got Snake Mountain coming soon. I got Point Dread and the Talon Fighter. Plus there is a Snake Warrior 4-pack. We got Skeletor and Screech 2-pack coming out. So my summer's going to be pretty packed with pre-orders that I'm expecting to arrive. So thank you for everybody who threw some chips on the Cash App today, and to all the new Patreon subscribers. Special shout out to Gibby Stites. Gibby Stites subscribed to my Patreon yesterday, and I honestly got really geeked out about it. And what's pretty fresh about that is Gibby Stites is one of those underground rappers that I found out about because Killator does a lot of art for Gibby, album covers and whatnot, t-shirt designs, merch designs and shit. And so I decided during the course of the pandemic, in addition to Outbreak Monkey, I decided to check out Gibby Stites' music on digital platforms. A lot of people use Spotify, some people still use Pandora. Me personally, I use YouTube Music because I'm an Android user. A lot of people, you're iPhone users, so you're used to the Apple Store, the iTunes Store, and iTunes and shit. I don't know, whatever, they renamed everything to what it is today. But basically, I found out about Gibby, and I've been checking Gibby's shit out, and I've been really digging it. He's very busy. He puts out a lot of content, and he's got a Patreon of his own. So when I got that notification, when I got that notification that he said he subscribed to my shit, I was thinking he subscribed to the YouTube channel. So I'm like, oh, that's dope. But then I got the Patreon notification saying he subscribed to that. So I actually got geeked out about that. So thank you very much, Gibby, for subscribing to the Patreon. I subscribed to his in return, and you should definitely check out Gibby Stites' Patreon. And the reason I bring it up is he happened to release a brand new track called The Blueprint I happened to check out, and it's pretty fucking fresh. But yes, now it has been years since I bought one of these WWE rings. I'm not even going to look at the instructions because, they're pretty much all the same. You just pop in the fucking ring post and you're good to go. Once you get your ropes all hooked up, easy peasy. It's not like it's the Elite ring where it's got the boards and everything individually, which I gotta say in itself, I would love to have one of those WWE Elite rings. I saw most recently the WCW Monday Nitro crowdfund shit the bed, and that did not go through, but I know on Mattel Creations they have a WWE Attitude Era ring that comes with Kane that looks pretty sweet. It's not necessarily the one I want to go out of my way and get, but there we go. Got that in. Let's see here. Get these ropes connected. Yeah, it's been years since I bought a toy wrestling ring like this. And actually, now that I think about it, with me turning 44, it was right around the time when I turned 34 that I bought the last WWE toy ring. And that was actually when Natalia turned 3, because for Natalia's 3rd birthday was when she started getting into My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and she was getting into wrestling because at the time I was in the indie wrestling scene with, you know, Excite and, well, 3DW and then later Excite, and, you know, Talia was, she knew what wrestling was, so she was getting into wrestling herself, and Natalia's always been a big fan of Natalya Neidhart because, you know, they're both named Natalia and whatnot, and Natalia always thought that was pretty cool that there was a wrestler that had the same name as her. So for her birthday that year, I wound up getting her an AJ Lee and a Natalya Neidhart figure, and I got her own ring, and she absolutely loved it, but unfortunately that ring didn't last long because our cats are dicks, and our cat at the time, Stitches or Tricks, Stitches has been passed away. She died during the pandemic. Rest in peace, Stitches. Daddy loves you. But yeah, Stitches passed away, and one of them basically chewed through the ropes of Natalia's ring. So Natalia only had her WWE ring for like a month because of the stupid fucking cat. So there is going to be a fear of these ropes getting chewed through, but I really don't see our current cats being assholes like that. But I wouldn't put it past freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy, because that cat's curious as fuck. And he's an orange cat, so he's definitely got that orange cat energy. Alright, I will say I don't like these turnbuckle stickers. I remember putting the stickers on Natalia's fucking turnbuckles. These or maybe the other ones already didn't have stickers. Maybe they had the fucking logos already, like the decals were painted on. But now there's one thing that kind of makes me a little nervous. I don't know. I'm going to have to look for, I think I set extra parts on the ground. I'm not sure. Those logos go on the fucking ring post. Sweet. But yeah, I had a fucking decent birthday so far. It was just me, Buddy Misters, and Sadie. Spent the day while my wife was at work, being dead and doing chores around the house and cleaning it and whatnot, and fucking having food with the kids and watching Puppy Dog Pals, and we watched Up. And in between that, I let my son have his TV time, and Owen's been a big fan of The Simpsons lately, so he's been binge watching seasons of The Simpsons on Disney Plus, which is kind of interesting because I fell out of watching with The Simpsons over the years. I don't know, between like South Park and other shit that I was watching over the years, I kind of fell off with The Simpsons. And I think some people will agree the Simpsons stopped being funny years ago, even though I find myself laughing at a lot of the current modern episodes. Now, what I'm trying to figure out is... Oh, okay. That's what it is. Are there instructions? Oh, okay, it just slides out. There we go. There we go. You got these two pieces that slide out underneath the ring. And basically, these are supposed to represent WWE's LED boards. So, put these stickers on. I guess it really doesn't matter. Well, do I got just two of them, or do I have... Alright, only two of them come out. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Since there's 4 different pay-per-view branded stickers, I think I'm just going to do Raw and SmackDown. Alright. Let's get this fucking sticker on. Not exactly perfect, but not exactly fucked up. I don't know, man. I kind of like the SummerSlam ones. Let's see here. Make a decision. You got 4 minutes left on your timer. Fuck it. We'll just put a SmackDown on it. Here we go. And we will SummerSlam in. Looks a little fucked up. Put a SummerSlam sticker on it. Got a cat hair. Get that fucking cat hair on. Fuck it. It's not perfect, but it will do. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I am going to use both of these SummerSlam stickers because I happen to like this new modern SummerSlam logo. It's the one thing getting older as wrestling evolved, like watching WWE's television product. I was always a fan of everything evolving as I grew older. But some of the logos in the past I thought really sucked. But some of these modern logos have been fucking dope. But for the purpose of this ring, I'm going to be using the SummerSlam sides. Really? I got to be getting a phone call right now. Who is calling me? Hi, my wife.
Hi, my husband.
I'm currently filming a show. I just figured it'd be interesting to answer the phone. What's up?
Alright, I'll talk to you later. I was gonna ask you what you wanted for food, but we're good.
Okay, send me a text then. I love you.
Alright, love you, bye.
Bye. Alright. I figured I'd answer because it was my wife. Alright, and now we can slide these back into place. awesome. Now the ring says SummerSlam. And you have to get the company logo on the side, facing the apron. Well, facing with the logo facing you. The logo's got to be perfect on the hard cam side. There we go. And with 1 minute left on my timer, I got these ring post stickers. Alright, totally fucked up that video. Excuse me, Beast Man. There we go. And these stickers are supposed to mimic WWE's LED boards on the ring post, which I gotta say in itself is actually really fucking sick. I don't know, man. I just think that kind of stuff is cool. Like with the way they've evolved WWE's production, with the constant stage upgrade, the set upgrades. I like how they have the LED boards on the side of the ring. The friggin' LED ring posts are neat. It looks really great when the lights are off, and it just adds that extra attention to detail. You know what I mean? With the way they play their graphics and basically do their concert like rock shows with some superstars' entrances, it's just absolutely sick, and it just really enhances something that, you know, back in the day was just in a dimly lit, smoke-filled arena. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy how it's evolved its overall presentation over the years. But yeah, here we go. Got two of those ring post stickers on. I got 2 more left to go, and then I'm done with the stickers. Alright. Fuck yeah. I'm telling you right now, when I get a tourney in next year, I'm gonna be nervous. Well, no, I'm not even planning on taking it out of the box. I didn't spend almost $700 on a fucking He-Man playset just to fucking take it out of the box. Because knowing my luck, the smallest little thing would fucking break. That's completely irreplaceable. And no, I'm not even gonna set myself up for that fucking disappointing moment. Not gonna happen. Alright, there we go. Fuck yeah. Alright, got all those ring post stickers on. Now we can start filling this bitch up. We got our Deluxe Beast Man. Just fucking chilling in the back. We got fucking Too Bad chilling in the back. We got The Rock wearing the extra deluxe Man-at-Arms armor. I honestly think The Rock looks better as an attorney and weapons master than he does a Doom Marine. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Here we go. There's OG Beastman. Triple OG Beastman. There he is with his whip. Then we got Hollywood Hulk Hogan in this bitch. Actually, I'm gonna move fucking Too Bad's arm. I got Whiplash on the brain. I honestly went to Target yesterday hoping the Masterverse Deluxe Whiplash finally hit stores, but he didn't yet. We got our Macho King Randy Savage. Put him in here. Fucking Bobby Lashley. The Almighty. Got him flexing in front of Beastman, letting him know he ain't scared of shit. We got the American Dream. Fucking chilling there. We got the Excellence of Execution. Rocking the Winged Eagle WWE Championship that came with a Jack Pacific Big Daddy Cool Diesel figure I actually got from Pat Sawyer. So shout out to Pat Sawyer for that. And last but not least, 40th anniversary fucking He-Man. So like I said, it's been years since I bought a ring like this. The last time I bought a ring was for Natalia, but in recent times, the last time I bought a ring like this was the Castle Grayskull ring for the Masters of the WWE Universe figures, which I use for my WWE Superstars figures that use the same bodies as the Masters of the Universe Origins figures. So right there, I will get that ring moved to the side. That is absolutely sick. That's exactly why I wanted the ring, so I could put this shit on a shelf and just have the fucking wrestlers chilling there without having to worry about them falling over and whatnot. But on to the main event of this birthday special episode. And again, thank you to everybody that has watched an episode of Ian vs. Daddybones since I started being able to upload them on Facebook. It's been really helping traffic and my overall numbers, and especially my Facebook performance. I've been loving that, so thank you. But moving on to what we got right now. Wun-Dar. This figure originally came out, I believe it was a Mattel Creations drop during last either June or July. Wun-Dar was supposed to drop and or release, and they had a glitch hiccup in their system where some people were able to order Wun-Dar. Some people were in the process of ordering Wun-Dar, and then when they went to complete checkout, they got a message from Mattel saying, sorry, we're unable to fulfill this order. We are sold out. We are out of stock. So a lot of people were getting glitch messages saying they were out of stock when they were really still in stock, but there was so much traffic going on at the site that all hell broke loose. And Mattel knew there was a problem to the point to where in September, Mattel gave people who missed out on getting Wun-Dar an opportunity to buy Wun-Dar made to order. And the deal was, you can place your order now. However, you got to give us time to make this figure. So, you pay us now, we'll make the figure, we're going to ship the figure by the end of July of 2023. So I paid my money for 3 of these last fall, and they just shipped my birthday week. Absolutely sick. And before I take them out of the box, what we got here is we have Wun-Dar, aka the Savage He-Man. As you can see, he's right here on his box. He's holding a sword, he's rocking his armor, and he's got a gun. And if you flip it around, there's different art showing him holding an axe. Now, the deal with Wun-Dar is, I'm going to take him out of the box. There he goes. I'm going to put him right up front. But the deal with Wun-Dar is, in the 80s, you know, urban legends were all around. Like, for example, Mikey the Life Cereal Kid. Okay? Mikey the Life Cereal Kid, he was always in the commercials, and the whole thing was, you know, Life Cereal was a boring cereal, but it was also delicious, you know what I mean? And it really wasn't that bad. It was basically one of those, just give it a chance, you might like it, and sure enough, the thing was, Mikey ate a cereal, Mikey liked it, you know what I mean? So, Mikey Likes It became a thing. And then there was like an urban legend of if you eat Pop Rocks and drink soda, your stomach will explode. And there was a rumor going around, an urban legend was Mikey the Life Cereal Kid ate Pop Rocks and blew up his stomach and fucking died. You know, in the 90s there was a rumor going around that, well, there was an urban legend going around that fucking Paul from the Wonder Years became Marilyn Manson, and then there was a Marilyn Manson urban legend that he had one of his ribs removed so he could suck his own cock, right? But urban legends. So, in the 80s, when it came to like, and I don't want to stereotype it, but fuck it. When it came to poor people, Wonder Bread was like super affordable, you know what I mean? And a lot of people had like ate Wonder Bread, you know? You had peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, toasted cheese, whatever the fuck, hand sandwiches, whatever, you know what I mean? You ate Wonder Bread. And so there was a rumor going around that if you saved enough barcodes, UPCs from Wonder Bread and mail it to Mattel, or excuse me, mail it to, if you collected the UPCs and the barcodes, you mailed it to Wonder Bread, Wonder Bread was going to mail you a special He-Man figure that had brown hair, black armor, and came with weapons that came with other figures, in addition to the weapons rack that came with Castle Grayskull. But that's where it gets really confusing. Because on one hand, years ago, Mattel came out and flat out, and I believe even the Wonder Bread company flat out and said, no, there was no such thing. We never did a mail-in giveaway. There was no such thing as Wonder Bread He-Man. And Masters of the Universe collectors and other toy enthusiasts, you know, basically jumped down this rabbit hole of Wonder Bread He-Man and came to the conclusion that it never really existed, even though people will still claim it did exist. And, but what it breaks down to is it's basically a custom job. Because they released a weapons pack, accessories pack, in case you lost your armor and your weapons for your He-Man figures. They came with a replacement Zodak armor that was black. That's what he's rocking. He had brown hair instead of He-Man's blonde on He-Man's head. That can easily be done with a brown fucking marker. Black boots, Sharpie. You know what I mean? Everything about this could be done, could be modified and created using a fucking marker. So a lot of kids customized and created their own Wonder Bread He-Man, and you know, that's basically how the character came to be. You know, some kids would sell their toys in like toy and hobby shops. Would be like, oh, some guy came in claiming he had a Wonder Bread He-Man and says it's really rare and whatnot, and this is where it snowballs over the years. So, in 2008, when Mattel Matty Collector had Masters of the Universe Classics, they decided to pay homage to this urban legend of Wonder Bread He-Man and gave this urban legend character an official canon backstory to make him part of the canon. So they created Wun-Dar and called him the Savage He-Man, based on one of He-Man's earliest incarnations where he was from the jungle. He was savage-like, you know what I mean? He was more caveman than he was Prince Adam having an alter ego. It was, you know, Wun-Dar is from like the, you know what I mean, is like goes back, you know, is tied into like the savage roots of He-Man, and it's, you know, overall it's pretty fucking sick, you know, between hearing the urban legendary stories and whatnot of Wun-Dar and seeing how it's evolved, blown out of proportion over the years, because like, you know, there's another collector out there, has a YouTube channel, a lot of people have heard about him. I'm a big fan of his, Pixel Dan. You know, Pixel Dan is involved with these Masters of the Universe books that have came out, and like when they took pictures of like, you know, they have a 2-volume, well, it may be it could be one really big book, but to me, I got it digitally, I have it in 2 volumes, and it's the Toys of Masters of the Universe. It's a complete picture guide of everything that ever got released in the He-Man lines in the 80s, like She-Ra and whatnot, and plus Masters of the Universe Classics. So there is a section dedicated telling the story about Wonder Bread He-Man, and the best of my knowledge, according to that book, it was debunked as not being legit, but more of a custom, self-created thing that blew out of proportion and became its own thing, story-wise, and evolved, and gained and earned its urban legend status. So, Wun-Dar got an official figure in Classics. Flash forward to where we are now, 2022, last year when he originally was supposed to drop, and 2023 now, where I finally got him in the mail. Mattel, on Mattel Creations, they had a bio, not a bio, but they had some information about Wun-Dar when the countdown clock was ticking and it was getting near launch time. They had some information explaining to people who Wun-Dar was, and according to Mattel, on Mattel Creations last year, they were making it seem like Wonder Bread He-Man was legit. So it's like, I don't know if Mattel was telling lies or if Mattel is just playing into is it true, is it not true, but either way, it's like the legendary warrior returns, even though he never had an official release in the 80s. It's just super sick. Finally having Wun-Dar after waiting like 9-10 months for his ass. So let's open him up. All right. Wun-Dar. Now on the back of him, he doesn't have any cross-sell art because it's a Mattel Creations. It's just Wun-Dar coming down the stairs and he's attacking skeleton warriors, which honestly, at this point, this fucker was originally dropped last summer. These skeleton warriors were shown, and they actually are going to be coming out this year. I like being careful with this. I like being careful with the Mattel Creation stuff. Uh-oh. Well, that's alright. Not the end of the world, but... And there's also a woman coming down the stairs with him too. She's basically like the back in the day Tila. I think her name is Shirella. But yeah, he comes with a mini comic that basically explains his introduction and backstory. Because he's not He-Man. Wun-Dar didn't exactly wield the Sword of Power. He didn't even have the Sword of Power that He-Man holds. Wun-Dar was basically one of the OG first protectors of Eternia before the Sword of Power was a thing. It was back in the pre-Eternian days, and, we're learning all about that. That's what the majority of the modern... It's what the majority of everything going on right now with Masters of the Universe Origins, with the introduction of the Snake Men and everything. A lot of the new stuff coming out going forward is going to focus on what was supposed to be the 1988 Powers of Grayskull expansion line to Masters of the Universe. Get my nail clippers here. Those little snaps. Mattel's got to bind him in these plastic restraints. What? It should just pop out. There he goes. In all his glory. Fucking Wun-Dar. But in reality, looking at what he has, he's got the same axe that Buzz-Off comes with. He's got the same gun that Zodak comes with. And he even comes with a basic sword that comes with the Castle Grayskull weapons pack. Plus, like I said too, that with Wun-Dar, you know, he was basically a do-it-yourself custom job, you know? Kids that got bored or, you know, basically the kids that weren't Sid from Toy Story trying to break and destroy their shit, you know, were customizing and whatnot and doing their own things with their toys. So, because of, like, how it was explained how Wun-Dar came to be, you know, some kid had his markers, he took his extra Zodak armor that came with his weapons pack. You know, there was a version of Manny Faces that, for some reason, came with the weapons from the weapons pack, molded in a maroon plastic color. You know, somebody, you know, they could have took extra weapons from that and, you know, painted it brown. Who the fuck really knows? Because even all these years, 40 years later, it's still being debated whether it was legit, if it was a hoax, is it an urban legend, is it really nothing at all? I mean, it has to be something if Mattel's willing to go to all the trouble to work him into the official canon. That's how I'm looking at it. I just know I've been hearing about Wonder Bread He-Man my whole life. I know kids at school that claim they had Wonder Bread He-Man, and I didn't know if they were full of shit or if they were telling the truth. But either way, fucking here he is in my hand. Now, my only complaint about the figure, and it's not a real major complaint, but if you're collecting Masters of the Universe Origins figures right now, to a lot of people, here we go again with another variant of the same He-Man mold that's used for Faker, every other version of He-Man, Anti-Eternia He-Man. Skeletor was a Mattel Creations figure showing you what would happen if Skeletor, well no, not Skeletor, if Keldor grabbed the power sword and said by the power of Grayskull, it's the version of He-Man that Keldor would become had Keldor stayed good and pure instead of being evil and becoming Skeletor. So, some people are like, okay, Mattel, enough with the He-Man mold already. You have plenty of other characters in the line whose parts you were able to reuse and create different other characters. We don't need another figure using the same stale-ass He-Man mold. But, I mean, for the purpose of, like I said, you know, it's urban legendary status, you know, it's glad to finally have him home. And like I said, I got 3 of them that I wound up grabbing, and I like using the my She-Hulk philosophy when it comes to grabbing these Mattel creations. You know what I mean? I don't grab them to throw them on the internet and sell them at scalper prices or whatnot. I'm not a fucking... Look, I post a lot of shit on the internet that has some people scratching their fucking heads, but at the end of the day, I'm really not an asshole. I'm not going to take a $30 figure and try to sell it for $500 fucking dollars. I'm not a monster, you know what I mean? But I basically got 1 to stock, 1 to rock, and 1 to sell. That's basically it. 1 to stock, 1 to rock, 1 to sell. 1 to open and put on my shelf with the others. 1 to keep in the box and not fucking touch. And the third one, when I decide to get rid of it, I'm gonna get rid of it. And right now, I'm into keeping my extras for the purpose of trading in the future for something I don't have. And right now, that's where Wun-Dar is going with my extra Grizzlord, my Frogmonger and shit. But I will say, I do have a couple of people in mind that I may be dropping a line being like, hey, are you interested in that Wun-Dar by chance? because they know I'm not going to put it on the internet and sell it for $500. I will sell it to them at a fair price. But I eventually did respond to my wife, and my wife was asking me what I would like for birthday dinner, and Amber ordered us some Sonic, so I am going to be calling this episode a wrap. Like I said, I want to thank everybody who took the time to wish me a happy birthday. I want to take the time to thank everybody who jumped on the Patreon this week and subscribed. I want to thank everybody that takes the time to share the shit and help me grow my brand. Honestly, I'm having a wonderful day. Had a pretty rough week. A lot of it had to do with missing Pete and it going on year 2. And I don't know, I had a busy weekend. I didn't exactly have time to really mourn Pete on Sunday on Father's Day. I had so much other stuff going on in the background. Plus my daughter Julia was having a bad day, so I was trying to be dad for her. And, you know, eventually by Monday, Tuesday, you know, my messages, my internal brain messages started catching up with me, and it was like, dude, you should probably take like 15 minutes to yourself right now and just, you know, let it out and shit. So eventually I did that, but nah, for anybody reaching out to me and whatnot, I'm straight. It's just this part of the year that I really fucking can't stand. And like I said on the last episode of the podcast, it hasn't even posted yet because I'm still got to mix it down, but I've got to mix this one down first. It's always going to be rough for me this time of year. So I used to get excited about my birthday, but now, like, between my daughter's birthday, Father's Day, Pete's death, by the time I actually hit my birthday, I'm just ready to throw in the fucking towel and just be like, I'm done with June. But y'all keep me going. I will see you next time on Ian vs. Daddybones. Happy birthday to me, bitches. Cheers, Pete.
Epic Roast Guy. Roast Guy. Epic Roast Guy. Roast Guy.